Alright guys, good day everyone. I greet you and I welcome you all to this week video. Today is Saturday and I'm done for this week trading. I didn't take any trade though, and I just want to take you guys through my weekly lookout. What the trades I was expecting to take for the week, though they didn't work out. There's no trade for me this week, and besides, this is the first week of April. Normally the first week of every month I hardly see a trade, so I already know that I might not see a trade this week. Next week, probably it will be by luck for me to see a trade. I'm always expecting my good setup from third week and fourth week of every month. So, but nevertheless, I still show up to the chart every single day. Only Monday I don't trade on Mondays. Even I recently added Friday. Before, I don't trade on Friday too. So that is it. I will take you guys to the chart now and then show you guys what I saw this week and all that. So let's go to the charts. Alright guys, so this is my chart on US 30. So this week my focus was mainly on US 30, even though US 30 and NAS 100 move slightly the same, but there's still some difference in their charts. So, but if I'm looking for a buy on US 30, definitely I'll be looking for a buy too on NAS 100, because sometimes they might have the same chart, the same direction, but my point of interest might be different. So US 30 might not trigger, but NAS 100 will trigger to that same point of interest. Sometimes NAS 100 will, mitigate point of interest, but US 30 will not get there. So that is it. But every week when I analyze my trade, I focus more on the one that is more clear to me. Even though at the end of the day, that one that is clear to me might be the one that is slow a bit. So the other pair will be the one to play out well. But that is not a problem to me, as long as I've done my part. It's left for the chart to do its part too. So that is it. So this week, if you look at this price action here, you will see that this is what happened this week. On Tuesday, I was expecting to take this buy. And if you look at this chart, you will see this is 1 hour time frame. But let me go to 30 minutes so it will be more clear. Yeah. So when market engineered this liquidity and push up, that was when I map out this point of interest and was expecting to take a buy from here. And this point of interest, I get this point of interest from 4 hours. It was a 4 hour fair value gap. So let me go to 4 hours. Okay, 4 hour order block. I took the Thursday on was 4 hour fair value gap. So this is it. You can see the fair value gap, the order block. Yeah. So this is where I map out the order block. Then I refined it on, I think, was it 45 minutes? Okay, yeah, on 1 hour. Yeah, you see, on 1 hour. So it was on 1 hour, it was a fair value gap. So you can see I made a mistake on that fair value gap from 4 hours. It was 1 hour fair value gap. So I refined it on 1 hour. And then I was waiting for a buy from here. And you can see, let me go to 30 minutes time frame. If you look, you will see when after that push up, after this push up, you can see how this market took out this liquidity and push up. But after that push up, it still came back again, but still failed to mitigate this my point of interest. and then went straight to TP. You can see. So this was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, on Thursday, I saw this setup, this one, on Thursday. Yeah. But looking at the price action, what market did, how market was coming down to this point of interest. Like I already told you guys, this point of interest. I get this one from 4-hour fair value gap. So I decided to enter with confirmation. So I set my alert when this market, drop into this my point of interest. I set my alert here so that when it's coming up, it will trigger that alert. Then I will know that the market has started pushing up. My initial plan was to wait for this break here, then pull back and mitigate me. So after this break, once this market break above this high, then I will set my pending order. If it pull back, then it will trigger me. But you can see when this market break out, I set my pending order. It did not come back again. But on last 100, that day, Thursday, I had a clean setup. Same thing. You can see how market pull back, engineered liquidity here. You see what happened here? Let me go to US 30. If you look at US 30, you will see that this liquidity happened inside my point of interest. But because I'm already focused on US 30, I was paying less attention to NAS 100. But if you look at NAS 100, you can see that this liquidity was engineered close to my point of interest and pushed up. So this was a trade I could have taken that Thursday. And you can see how NAS 100 played out very nicely, even though the market, after the mitigation of that point of interest, market was just consolidating. And if you look at this US 30, you see that US 30 was the one that pushed even higher. You can see it was a little very close to my TP when it pulled back, mitigating the supply here. The market dropped. So when I came on Wednesday, I mapped out this lowest, and I was expecting market to break below it. Since this mitigation of this fair value gap is finding it difficult to break above this high, my expectation was if this mitigation here is consolidating, that means this supply is ready to push this market down. So if this mitigation can break above this, break below this low here, then give me a sell intent here, then I will sell. I will find a supply level here to sell and then take out this low. That was my expectation on Friday, but you can see what market did on Friday. Market was just consolidating until market closed. And market closed early yesterday because it was a bank. Yesterday being Friday was bank holiday, so I think people that were trading gold were saying that gold did not even move at all. But US 30 was moving until that kind 5 o'clock. I think that was when the market stopped moving. So this is the trade I saw for this week. I didn't take anyone. None of them, triggered me. My best trade was that Tuesday trade. So that is it. Let me go to my journal. You come to my journal. This is April journal 2026. You will see that I haven't taken any trade so far on this journal. So that is all that happened this week. I believe next week will be a better week. So that is it, guys, and that is everything that happened in my trading this week. No trade week, but it's better than taking a bad trade One thing I've learned in this journey is to be patient. Patient is very important. You know, it's very important. If you're a trader, you need to learn how to be patient. Patience is one of the things that I struggled so much with. I always have this urge to be in a trade, to always be in a trade. If trade is stopping me out right now, I'm analyzing another pair to get into a trade. I just want to be on a trade. I just want to feel like I'm doing something. So it's something that I battled so much with. But now I've come to understand that you don't really have to be in a trade for you to feel like you are doing something. Actually, staying calm and monitoring your trade, your setup for everything to align together is also doing something. That is what I've come to learn. So, and it has helped me a lot. If you look at these days, you will see that I'm no longer taking 20 trades in a month, 30 trades in a month. I take small trade now. So if I'm losing, I lose just a little. I know that it will affect my winning too. If I'm winning, I will win a little. Because if I could take 3 trades in a month, 5 trades in a month, if I'm losing all the trades, it means I'm losing 5% in a month, 3% in a month. And if I should have a good month, let's say I win all the trades I take, that is 5 win in a month. Then it left for my ROR to do the maths for me. And you guys can see that every trade I take is above from 3R up. So that is it for this week. And I want to wish you guys a happy weekend, and a profitable week ahead. I dropped a video yesterday about my monthly P&L. You can do where to go and watch that video. Then you will see my result for last month. I know this month will be better. I will catch you guys in the next one, probably next week. Have a wonderful weekend and peace.